Hello, listeners. Rock Hayes here. Welcome to the behind the scenes of Tesse Jed Presents, : I've baited the stars of your favorite podcast with coffee and bagels, which we all know pretentious hipsters can't resist, and led them here to a cheap, ironically decorated apartment, their native habitat. Earlier, I set up the microphones in secret to catch them conversing in their natural state. Let's listen in. We'll just have to wait here a minute. Okay, here we go.
Sarah Quinn. Don't quit looking at her. I'm serious. Sarah Quinn is not for you. Don't say shit about Sarah Quinn. I'm gonna fucking murder somebody if they say some shit about Sarah Quinn. It's not.
It's a little intense, Ted.
It's not. Have you seen her? Good. Then don't look at her. She's not for you.
Is she for you?
Irrelevant. She might be straight up gay, but that doesn't even really matter.
That's a little arrogant of you.
No, she's totally gay.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying she's not for me. If she's gay, wouldn't she be more for me than she is for you?
Yes. However, she's not for either of us, and because this is a complete work of fantasy, I don't need to be taking in any account of the reality of the situation. Yes. Sarah Quinn from Tegan and Sarah. The most beautiful woman in the world.
She's a fucking
Sarah
gorgeous,
Quinn,
brilliant.
She's a gorgeous, brilliant, gay, Canadian twin who also happens to write like the songs.
Since you did bring up the gay thing, I think it's very interesting that in our culture, it is common for men to sort of disregard the sexuality of women. If she's gay, well, that just means she hasn't had your dick yet.
Yeah. No, that is true. To a degree, I think most men actually, in reality, understand that it's not as malleable as we would like it to be.
Do they? Because they still
do.
try.
Okay, well, some men are stupid.
And the older try to get like a threesome because they think that'll work. Oh, they just haven't experienced my dick yet.
I don't have any experience with that. I have known some gay women before, and I understand what gay is, and like I've cut my losses there. It is all about the fantasy, though. I guess those men are dumb. I don't know. Like it is,
and it's more socially acceptable for a man to fantasize about a lesbian than it is for a woman to fantasize about a gay man, which I think is interesting as well.
Is that a female fantasy though? Two guys just banging each other?
Yeah.
Is it?
Especially in anime culture. Fucking yaoi. Mostly yaoi, which is gay anime and manga, is mostly consumed by young women.
But yaoi is also it's very sensual. It's all very tender. Like it's never like, I don't see like, a lot of hardcore like fucking porno yaoi. Unless I don't consume that kind of porno, so I wouldn't know.
It is out there, but there you go. You just kind of proved my point because it is catered to women, whereas this lesbian porn that you're seeing is catered to men.
Well, also, I will point out I don't understand Japanese sexuality on any level. Like, I think Japanese women are very good looking. I cannot watch Japanese porn because it never seems consensual at all, ever. Not
agree.
a single fucking time.
Especially
it's
in
the
yaoi.
most ridiculous shit. Like there's like I honestly think in like Japanese fetish sites have like a subcategory called consensual, because they're just mainstream porn is just like the women, it just always seems distressed, and I don't know why. It's not like a rape scenario going
Not
on.
always.
No, well,
going
very,
on. Oh,
very
yeah.
often it is. But what I'm saying is that even if it is like a completely consensual situation, once they get down to it, it just stops
Right.
looking consensual, and the woman is just like,
But that's also true.
It's like, I get the shivers.
And that's also true in yaoi, especially.
What is that?
Okay, and I think that there's actually a reason for this. Japanese. So there are a lot of laws about Japanese porn.
There's a lot of weird laws about Japanese porn.
There is a law in Japan about showing a penis. It's illegal, which is why you see a lot of this hentai with sort of
Censored.
yeah, like there's just no dick. It's just sort of like a whatever. It's just kind of anyway. So DJ Ozma makes these music videos with like completely naked men. My favorite one is the hide a penis dance with the fans. Like there's this line of men completely naked, but they have these red fans and they just cover each other's junk. So that's fine. He just kind of toys with it. Like he's not doing anything illegal, but it's like kind of like a fuck you to them. DJ Ozma's the shit. Look him up. Don't want to wait till after dark to enjoy your after dark entertainment? Call now to get your full box set of our After Dark collection. Such titles including Forbidden Temptations, Sensual Desires, Sensual Secrets, Forbidden Desires, Secret Temptations, Forbidden Secrets, Sensual Temptations, and even Secret Desires. Call us now at 1-900-DESIRE. If you call in the next 69 minutes, we'll even throw in Secret Desires 2, The Temptation.
I think it was Anthony Bourdain. All I can remember of the episode is he's with his Japanese, guide in Japan. He's like, there's a lot of weird laws about porn around here, right? And dude was like, well, what do you mean? And he says, well, why is it not okay to show a woman having sex with a man, but it's okay to show a woman having sex with an octopus?
Right, because penises are illegal, so they had to find another way to show the porn, and that is how tentacle porn was developed.
Also, something I don't understand.
And also non-consensual, because why are you going to consensually have sex with a tentacle?
Well, you can. That's the magic of porn, though. Is like, and that's what I don't understand. Is that you can magically, whatever you want a woman to be having sex with in pornography, you can magically make it occur consensually. Like, you could just, whip your dick out to somebody sitting on the street, and she'll be like, wow, out of nowhere, there's a dick in my face. Nom, 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 nom. And that's what's magical about porn, is that you can't do that stuff in real life. You can't just whip your dick out to strangers and have them start nomming on it. But that's why pornography exists. It's that fantasy that just immediately a dick gets any woman into the mood.
The fantasy of control. And it propagates rape culture. No, it is. It's this image of control that we want that power. We want that control. And porn has warped it. And it propagates rape culture.
I think we just want to have sex.
At any cost.
No, not at any cost. Just easily.
Right.
At no cost. That's the whole point, is that you don't have to worry about getting thrown in jail by whipping your dick out in public. That's the fantasy, is that you could just, you can fuck anybody that you want.
And have
just
that
go around.
Power over them, whether or not they want to have sex with you.
No. See, that's where you're losing it. It's not whether or not they want to have sex. Yes, they want to have sex with you. Everybody wants to have sex with you. That is the male fantasy.
Right.
Every woman that you would like to have sex with wants to have sex with you.
That's part of what happens.
You have a job delivering milk or fixing cable
What year
or
is it?
delivering pizzas, and any woman who answers the door will have sex with you, is trying to have sex with you. It only ordered that pizza so that she could bang some dude that just came by the house and leaves immediately afterwards. That's the fantasy. It's not going up and like being, oh, well, no, there are those like, I don't have enough money. Well, you're going to have to suck my dick. And I'm like, oh, okay. You got me on that one.
I think that fantasy that you're talking about has been warped. And one of the things that is you kind of touched on it before, is that it starts out as this non-consensual thing, but then becomes consensual because she didn't know that she actually did want you.
Right.
And that's also that is like a huge theme in yaoi. That's like the theme of yaoi, is this guy likes another guy, but he's straight and doesn't know it, or he just hasn't come out of the closet yet.
Right.
So I'm gonna basically rape you, and then you'll go, oh right, I've loved you all along. I knew that.
It's weird.
We're pointing out the weirdness of Japanese porn. I mean, look at our fucking porn. There's some weird ass shit around here. 2 girls, 1 cup. Remember that shit? Never. Shit.
I have honestly never seen 2 girls, 1 cup, and I'm proud of that fact as an American.
And I have never seen Blue Waffle or Goatsy, and I'm proud of that fact.
All. Yeah.
Hey, I encourage everybody to go look up all 3 of those things and then throw your computer out the window. Also, lemonparty.com. Politics got you sour? Lemonparty.
How is it you know all these titles? Like you just have like a fucking...
Because I'm from the internet. Nice to meet you.
It's not.
You don't know how nice it is to meet me, actually.
Yeah. I would very much like to understand what day-to-day life as a professional porn star is like. What is their day-to-day life like?
So I want to talk about my husband's favorite porn star that I actually agree with. She's pretty fantastic. April O'Neil.
April O'Neil is awesome.
She was at Comic-Con 2013, and that was the coolest thing ever.
She actually did a scene as April O'Neil with a dude that was playing Casey Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. She also did a scene in, what's it called? Dr. Whore. She is the regeneration of the Doctor after Matt Smith, because who wants to see Peter Capaldi, an old man having sex? So they just made it April O'Neil in a fez. Just saying. Oh, also, yeah, that's right. Women watch porn. Bitches.
I'm like
for research purposes.
I'm
for science.
Way into April O'Neil. I'm sorry, go on.
Actually, I just want to say everyone should go watch the Doctor Horror porn, and like literally just for science, because it's hilarious. It's fucking great. There is like 6 episodes, and the Matt Smith guy, he doesn't actually have sex. He's just an actor, and it's very clear that there's like a body double. You never see his face. He is the best part of the whole series.
I used to live in Euclid, and I was going over to my dealer's house buying some weed, and
I don't think we can actually post like half of it.
No, it's going up.
The cops are going to be pounding on our door. I know you have weed in there. And porn.
This is the beauty of being sober, is that you can talk about all the fucked up drug stories that you have, and people are like, oh dude, that dude, he's got some stories about doing drugs you should definitely listen to. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you have
point there,
actually.
I was going over to my dealer's house. He and his girlfriend are sitting on the couch, and when I get there, we start rolling up a blunt. He's like, oh dude, check this out. He turns this video on, and it's this Batman porn.
Yes.
It's Batman porn, and I'm like, this is cool. I don't really need to be watching this right now though. Maybe sometime later. And he's like, no, just check this out. And he's skipping through it. He goes to the end of the scene. And Batman is dropping a load on this girl's face.
No!
And he goes,
no!
The dude playing Batman goes, dropping bat loads. It's in the universe of everything being called a bat something. And he's using the Grady voice. It's like dropping bat loads. It was just too much. It was the funniest fucking thing I had ever heard. We had already been stoned, so it's just dropping bat loads. Oh my god. Is
that what you do, Ted? Do you drop bat loads?
I do not drop bat loads. I do not drop bat loads.
Also, speaking of rape culture and fandoms, there is a porno of Harley Quinn basically raping Batman.
Oh yeah, is that Chloe Valentine?
I haven't actually watched that one. I just kind of I know that it exists.
Chloe Valentine's cool.
I don't know who that is.
Burning Angel alt porn
okay.
star. She's cool. If you're into that kind of thing,
Yeah.
tattoos and whatnot.
Oh, isn't that there's another one, not Burning Angel, that's like tattoos and shit. Suicide Girls.
Suicide Girls.
Yeah.
Suicide Girls is like tasteful stuff though.
Yeah, it is. It's classy.
Also, soft porn is porn too. I'm a little tired of people saying that softcore porn isn't porn.
People say that? That's bullshit. Yeah.
Oh.
No, that totally is.
These people have obviously never seen, sinful temptations, secret temptations, secret sins.
A little earlier, you sort of dismissed yaoi. You were like, well, but that's a kind of sensual and da-da-da.
No, I wasn't dismissing it. I was just saying that...
Just a little bit.
I see the thumbnail of two anime guys making out. I'm like, I don't need to click on that one.
I feel it.
I've never done the investigation. I was just saying, like, all the yaoi seems very sentimental, very tender. Not.
Yeah. I think every kind of porn has its spectrum from soft to fucking weird.
Is your teenager struggling in school? Are homework assignments left unfinished? Does reading their report card give you an aneurysm? Well, now there's hope. Through vigorous research and testing, we have discovered a groundbreaking technique that is scientifically proven to maximize your child's potential for learning and information retention. Porn! We offer lessons in math.
Oh my god, it's so big!
I know. It's equal to the hypotenuse of a triangle whose other two sides are 6 inches and 4 inches with an angle between being 60 degrees. Do you know how long my dick is? History.
I'll fund your expedition, Christopher Columbus. But it's dangerous to go alone. You're going to need some help.
Hi, I'm Nina.
I'm Pinta.
And I'm Santa Maria. You ready to start your expedition, sailor? Foreign language.
Bonjour, comment allez-vous?
Très bien, merci.
Où est la toilette?
Là-bas?
Est-ce que vous aimez entrer dans cette allée pour avoir un gangbang avec votre grosse bite noire?
Oui. Allons-y, donc. And much, much more. Call now at 800 NOW PORN to reserve yours today.
Oh, you know what? I want to talk about fetishes real fast. Boobs. Did you know that that is an American fetish?
Yes.
Because think about it, guys. Like, boobs are not sexual. They're not sex organs. And we have this misconception that, like, we're so against women's chests. Like, oh my God, that woman is shirtless. I don't know what to do. That's so sexual. She's offending my sensibilities.
Well, it's all our puritanical.
It was taboo. Yeah, like the ankle was sexy before,
Right.
but we've maintained that tits are sexy.
Right. It's just
And it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is.
If you think about it.
It's just what we aren't regularly exposed to.
Well, but even women that are attracted to other women also have this fetish because it's bred into our culture. Sure. And so even though we have our own,
Tits are fun though,
tits are fantastic until they get to a certain size. But I wouldn't give up my boobs, but I wouldn't mind changing them a little bit. But I would never get plastic surgery because that shit is not worth it.
Not even just like a little shape up.
Nah, I'm good.
Not like implants or anything. Just like a tuck and roll.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty comfortable in my skin. That doesn't mean that it isn't annoying.
I will fucking put myself out there. I am comfortable in my skin too. which is something that not a lot of American men can be. If you let that one sink in and realize what I'm saying.
No, I absolutely agree, and I think that's true on both sides of the table.
Nope.
And
It's not what I'm talking about.
okay, then what are you talking about?
I'm talking about myself being comfortable in my skin, the skin that most American men don't have.
What are you trying to tell us, Ted?
You know exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
I really don't.
What you think I'm trying to tell you is exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
If you're talking about the fact that you're thin,
No.
then I literally have no
No.
idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the fact that my genitals have never been mutilated.
Oh, how the fuck was I supposed to know that?
I'm sorry, I thought it was pretty obvious. Most American men don't have skin that I have.
I read recently, oh shit, what country was it? That they're actually outlawing
Germany.
Germany, they're outlawing circumcision.
Germany has already outlawed circumcision.
That's another thing where traditions aren't always right.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
And we need to change our mind. And it's also true for religion and politics. We need to update based on the new knowledge that we've obtained.
And the Jews have parties for it.
That's true.
They throw a
is
fucking
true.
party and everybody watches.
Well, you guys have
That's not-
baptisms. You drown your babies.
You don't fucking, like, you're not pushing your baby's head under the water. You
I mean, kinda?
sprinkle a little water on it.
Okay. I don't know shit about this shit. And I'm only Jewish.
Ugh. Have you ever been to a bris?
No. I on purpose.
Yeah.
I've purposely never been to a
Right.
bris.
Like, that's such a...
It's not something I
That's
want to be
not-
an audience to.
Like, that's just so... It's...
So,
I
How
just...
is-
I don't, like, you know, if that's a part of your culture, I get it. But, like, I don't understand, like, celebrating it with a party. Hey, you gonna come around? I said a baby. Yeah. Take a bit of his slinking off. This is what's weird to me is when this debate comes about, especially people that are pro-circumcision, generally the conclusion is like, well, there are benefits and there are risks on both sides of the equation. And like that should be left a personal choice for the parents. Well, okay, so if it's just like a 50-50 split, like the risks and the benefits are equal for not cutting a piece of your baby's dick off and cutting a piece of your baby's dick off, that's not an equal choice. That's not like one is just as good as the other. Just don't cut a piece of your baby's dick off. It's not like, you know, shave his head early so that the hair will grow in different. It's mutilating your child's genitals. First of all, I don't understand why that's your choice. And second of all, don't mutilate your baby's dick.
So it started out as we truly believed that it was more hygienic, or I'm not sure if that's how it started.
Well, when it started out, it was more hygienic.
And it was a religious
in, like,
thing.
ancient Egypt.
Right.
Yeah. And then the only reason it came to America is because Dr. Kellogg, who never had an original idea in his life, stole his idea of cornflakes from his brother, who he left in abject poverty.
Sounds about right. Capitalism.
Sold circumcision as a way to keep people from masturbating, which of course worked because nobody masturbates in this country. I'm certain of.
Porn's not real.
That's exactly why people started circumcising again. It's
That's
because
crazy.
Dr. Kellogg, fucking Special K,
The more you know.
decided that the best thing to stop your children from masturbating was to cut off a piece of their dick at birth. People say, Dad, wow, Ted, you're pretty sensitive about that. I say, yeah, I'm sensitive. I have a lot more nerve endings than you do.
So in that regard, you are closer to having a vagina with the upkeep of a man.
Kind of, yes. I do have to wash my penis. I guess.
That's not what I meant.
It's a little bit more upkeep than a...
You're closer to the sensitivity of a woman's vagina with the low maintenance upkeep of a man. You are one step closer to the ideal.
I guess. I've never had sex with a woman only once.
All right. Interesting. That's also rare.
All I'm saying is that if anybody out there is self-conscious about their foreskin,
Don't be.
don't be. Because I've shown it to a lot of people. Not a lot of people.
So if
a
you
good,
want,
a pretty good.
if you want to see
Damn
Ted's
it.
dick,
If you-
send us a message.
If you want to see my dick, once I show it to you, you'll see it again. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm just saying, like,
It comes back.
people in this country are self-conscious about being uncircumcised. I'm just saying, here's one individual that is uncircumcised, and virtually everybody who has seen my uncircumcised dick has seen it multiple times. So do with that what you will. Because I'm just saying that if you chose, and I'm not knocking women here, I love women. They're my favorite type of person to have sex with.
Here comes the butt.
But a dick is just, it's so much more convenient.
But
It's
see-
so much more convenient. I'm not knocking women. I love knocking women. I'm just saying that if you had a dick, you'd understand. Like, you would understand in a way that you can't understand without a dick.
And you're saying that from the perspective of someone who's never had a vagina.
I am saying that from the perspective of somebody who hasn't had a vagina ever, but has always had a dick.
And you're also forgetting that because it's part of your natural life, there are difficulties to having a dick.
There are difficulties
And one of those
from
main
having a dick.
One of those main difficulties is that it hangs outside of your body, and you gotta adjust it, and it's very fragile, and your polar balls. I mean,
Well, I think you are also forgetting the fact that I said if you could have a vagina with the upkeep of a dick, you got all about it.
that'd be the best thing ever.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, I'll tell you what. If I could keep my vagina but take out my uterus and never have, I'm so sorry, men, for your sensitive ears, but period,
Yeah.
menstrual cycle,
Yeah.
the shedding of your uteral lining.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. If I could go without that and the menopause and all of that shit, it'd be great.
That's something I don't get about human evolution, like Darwinism. It's so complicated and messy. How women evolved into having to do that, it's just absolutely fucking beyond me. And I realized this because a couple of months ago, I have a cat.
A couple of months ago, I had a cat. What happened
I
to your...
have a cat.
Wait, what happened to your cat,
I
Ted?
have a cat. A couple of months ago.
What'd you do to it?
A couple of months ago. This has been the first cat I've ever had that wasn't fixed. So she was going into heat, and she was just meowing incessantly, and it was obnoxious as all hell. And then I realized, wait, other animals don't like fucking bleed out of their vagina for 3 days.
3 days. Excuse me.
They don't bleed out of their vagina for anything, any days, not a day. And why is it that, is it the bipedal thing?
Let's talk about the fact that we walk on two legs on a planet that's gravity is too strong and we are guaranteed to have back problems later in life. This planet is not equipped to have bipedal beings.
That has something to do with the development of our brains. Walking upright supposedly helped a lot in the developmental process of our own human sentience.
Right. It also helped in our survival on this planet, and in doing so, in a small way, I wouldn't say hindered our survival, but definitely it's an inconvenience.
You know what? I think about aliens a lot, and I wonder, first of all, if humans evolved too quickly. And second of all, if on most planets, sentient life occurs in different species.
And how do we define sentient life anyway?
It's a good question. It has absolutely nothing to do with fandom. And we've gone completely off the deep end. We've been talking about vaginas.
And dicks.
And dicks.
I'm sorry, penises.
Peni.
All very relevant, actually.
All very relevant.
I mean, it
Doctor
ties
Who, cats,
Cosmic Quinn.
brain stems.
Cosmic Quinn.
I don't know about you, but that made no goddamn sense. Well, tune in next time. Hopefully it'll make sense then.
deleted? Did it ever truly exist? Have you ever actually repeated after you've lathered and rinsed? Are we naturally hateful, or is it...
Is that its own beast? I think it's its own beast.